welcome our blood viewers to RTD's News English edition. As usual, we bring to you the major and top highlights of tonight. Launch of the registration ceremony for online degree courses for young people, Ministry of Labor and the World Bank. And on international scene, the Israeli army continues its genocide in Gaza, killing 38 Palestinians. Those were the major and top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our blood viewers. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, sent a telegram of congratulations to his Algerian counterpart, Mr. Abdelmajid Tebboune, as Algeria celebrates its National Day. In his message, President Guelleh extended his best wishes of health and happiness to his Algerian counterpart, the President Abdelmajid Tebboune. The President wished further well-being, progress, and prosperity to the brotherly Algerian people. President Guelleh expressed his pleasure at the state of friendly relations and cooperation between the two countries, stressing at the same time his full and absolute readiness to work to strengthen these already distinguished ties. The Ministry of Women and Family, in collaboration with the European Union delegation, organized a workshop to present the results of the final evaluation of the program to support women's empowerment and protect the rights of women and girls in Djibouti. The event was attended by the Ministry of Women and Family, the Ministry of National Education, representatives of UN agencies in Djibouti, as well as experts and representatives of civil society organizations, governmental bodies, and international partners. The workshop mainly focused on the evaluation of the implemented projects, with a number of initiatives were commended for their positive impact, especially those aimed at improving women's access to economic empowerment. These initiatives included vocational training courses, entrepreneurship support program, and microcredit projects that helped many women improve their financial situation and access development opportunities. Discussions also addressed measures taken to protect women and girls from violence, with a focus on awareness and training program that enhance the capacities of women and girls. The workshop concluded with an extensive panel discussion chaired by the Ministry of Women and Family, in which several experts and civil society representatives participated. Participants discussed best practices for the sustainability of the implemented initiatives and exchanged ideas on the financial future of the program and how to collaborate with the private sector. The Ministry of Labor, with the support of the World Bank and in collaboration with CESCO Worldwide, held an official registration ceremony on Monday for online courses that award certificates to young graduates. The event comes as part of the Ministry's commitment to promote access to education and vocational training for young people in the country. This initiative aims to promote the integration of youth into the labor market and is focused on the fields of information technology and cybersecurity. The opening ceremony was presided over by the Ministry of Labor in charge of digitization and Social Protection, Mr. Umar Abdi Saeed, and was attended by the General Secretary of the Ministry of Vocational Education and Training, Mr. Muhammad Abdullah Mahyub, the General Secretary of the Ministry of Labor, Mr. Abdullah, the General Director of the National Institute of Public Administration, and the General Director of the National Agency for Employment Training and Professional Integration, among other invitees. The event is an important step in enhancing skills and providing opportunities for young people to pursue their university studies remotely and develop the skills needed by the labor market. The program also seeks to promote digital inclusion and provide quality education to all youth. The Djibouti National Association of Local Authorities, with the support of the European Commission and in collaboration with the Ministry of Decentralization, organized the first National Local Authorities Day. The event highlighted the crucial role played by the local authorities in Djibouti's socio-economic development and encouraged constructive dialogue between those involved in decentralization. Among the participants were several members of the Djiboutian government, including Qasim Haroun, Minister Delegate for Decentralization, Madam Mulufa Ismail, Minister for National Solidarity, Mr. Mustafa Mohammed, Minister for National Education and Vocational Training, Mr. Hassan Humad, Minister of Equipment and Infrastructure, and Mr. Mu'min Hassan Bare, Minister for Muslim Affairs and Waqf. Frederick Valor, General Delegate of the Association of Francophone Mayors, Mr. Omar Hussein, President of the ANCLD and President of the Tajara Regional Council, were also present, along with the prefects, presidents of regions and communes, as well as representatives of international technical partners and civil society, in particular subsidized civil society organizations. This first National Local Government Day marks a significant step towards greater decentralization with the aim of promoting local development and improving living conditions of the people of Djibouti. The Chambership of Parliament's member, Sharmanki Musaare, the Parliament's Finance, Public Economy and Planning Committee, held a session today to examine an amended draft financial law for the fiscal year 2024. The bill aims to adjust the budget projections for this year based on the current economic situation and the government's new priorities. The government was represented by the Minister of Budget, Mr. Ismail Ibrahim Roble, accompanied by senior staff from the Ministry of Budget. Following fruitful discussions, members of the Finance, Public Economy and Planning Committee approved the bill and referred it to the next plenary session of the National Assembly for unanimous ratification. This morning, the management company of the Doral Container Terminal witnessed a unique event, equipped with a state-of-the-art equipment and highly qualified human resources. The port was able to unload and load a record 1 million 20-foot containers between January and October 2024 alone in this year. No port in Djibouti has ever reached this level in the country's history. This milestone was achieved thanks to the significant investments made by the Dorali Container Terminal Management Company in recent years, including the expansion of the port and the purchase of modern equipment, but most importantly, the dedication, determination, and hard work of its employees. With this record achieved in just 10 months, DCTM experts to end this year with another record, even bigger and more significant, of 1,250,000 containers. The ceremony was presided over by the President of the Djibouti Ports and Free Zone Authority, Mr. Obakar Umar Hadi, with the participation of the General Manager of the Durali Container Terminal Management Company, Mr. Abdullah, along with the senior officials of the Durali Container Terminal Management Company. The government has undertaken initiatives and reforms aimed at strengthening and modernizing the port infrastructure, making it a vital link in the global logistics chain. The Maritim Training Center in Cap Dorali today hosted the closing ceremony of a training course on maritime security for women members of the Djiboutian Coast Guard and the United States of America. The Djiboutian Coast Guard collaborated with the 10th Marine Battalion to organize a maritime exercise called Sisters of the Sea. The exercise lasted for several days and provided women from the Djibouti Coast Guard and the 10th Marine Special Battalion with an opportunity to exchange skills and enhance their expertise in various maritime areas. The exercise was centered on female maritime rescue operations in which military women from the Djibouti Coast Guard actively participated, expanding their skills in areas such as the use of weapons, medical interventions, maritime rescue techniques, and navigation. This exercise is of particular importance to the Djibouti Coast Guard in enhancing knowledge and coordination between Djibouti Coast Guard personnel and U.S. forces stationed here in the country. At the end of the official ceremony, the officials handed out certificates to the trainees who successfully completed the training course. In his speech, Admiral Kobo explained that this initiative aims to enhance the skills and interoperability of women in maritime and offshore occupations, particularly here in Djibouti. Let's listen to him.
For those of you that don't know, Sea Sisters is a biannual maritime training event conducted in conjunction with Exercise Bull Shark. The goal of Sea Sisters is to enhance the skills and interoperability of women in the naval and maritime profession here in Djibouti. I'm very happy to see the representatives from the French, Italian, and Japanese and Spanish militaries. Your attendance at the conclusion of Sea Sisters highlights your respective militaries' commitments to empowering all women of the seagoing services to achieve their fullest potential in support of maritime security here and around the world. The Sea Sisters initiative embodies our mutual commitment to leveraging the talent and skills of all female service members and empowering them to fully support maritime security efforts here in Djibouti. Improving interoperability, enhancing capabilities, and building capacity has been a main focus through consistent interaction and engagement with our Djiboutian hosts. I would like to recognize the vital efforts of our Djiboutian Coast Guard and Navy partners and their contributions to the success of this event. This Sea Sisters training iteration focused on weapons familiarization, tactical combat casualty care, search and rescue, water survival, and navigation. All of these skills allow us to work together to respond to any maritime incident, knowing that we may be required to work together to save lives.
Shifting gears towards the international scene now, at least 38 Palestinians were murdered by the Israeli occupation army in the northern Gaza Strip on the 37th day of the military occupation it is carrying out in the north of the Strip, under a comprehensive siege and the absence of services and care. According to the medical sources, 32 Palestinians were killed, including 13 children, and dozens were injured, while others were considered missing following a raid on an inhabited house in Jabalia in the northern Gaza Strip. Eyewitnesses said that the occupation army bombed the house, crowded with residents, and displaced people in the Jabalia al-Balad area. Well, but these are blood viewers. We finally conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us, and make sure to tune in later for more as usual. Have a wonderful evening and take care.